Forget the war on drugs and the war on terror. It's time for a new war, the war on fake news, because we clearly didn't learn our lesson the first time. Facebook founder Mark Zuckerberg released a statement telling the world that he takes misinformation seriously. In fact, he even listed a few steps of ways that Facebook is working to censor fake news. These steps include things like stronger detection, disrupting fake news economics, easy reporting, and third-party verification. One of the most important items on that list is what Zuckerberg calls disrupting fake news economics. So basically, he's saying that the social media giant intends to censor links from certain websites that they have deemed as fake news in order to make sure that those websites don't get clicks and therefore don't generate revenue.
Work to give people a voice, but we also need to do our part to stop the spread of hate and violence and misinformation.
But what Zuckerberg does not address is the much bigger issue, and that is who is going to be in charge of determining what is and is not fake news. Earlier this week, there was a list circulating on the internet from a professor who claimed that she had found the perfect list of websites that were false, fake, or regularly misleading. Now, the author eventually went back and deleted this list, but its contents are really important because they remind us of the dangers of letting just one person choose what is fake news. This list, which was pushed by several mainstream media outlets as the gospel for determining which websites should and should not be trusted, made the fatal mistake of mixing spam and satire with credible news outlets. Now, to say that every news website is going to be 100% accurate all of the time isn't fair, but to say that sources like Project Veritas and the Free Thought Project, among others, are false, fake, or regularly misleading simply isn't true.
There's so much active misinformation, and it's packaged very well, and it looks the same when you see it on a Facebook page or you turn on your television.
While Zuckerberg may be addressing Facebook censorship now, it didn't just begin. Facebook has a history of censoring a variety of alternative media sources that dare to question the US government and to challenge the status quo. And it's not just Facebook. Twitter has recently been censoring users with links to the alt-right movements by banning their accounts. Twitter CEO Jack Dorsey listed a series of changes the platform will be using, which includes retraining Twitter's support team to recognize certain forms of online abuse. So to both Mark Zuckerberg and Jack Dorsey, there are always going to be social media users who share links from fake news websites. Maybe they didn't want to take the time to research, and maybe they liked what was in the headline. But the thing is that the second a couple of billionaires start trying to determine what is and is not fake news is the moment that you open yourselves up to a host of corruption. And it's also the moment when you remind all of your users that you don't care about their right to free speech.